It's going to be a tough matchup for East Long Meadow tonight. Like I said previous, these two teams, wins and losses, line up pretty evidently, with Northampton being one of the biggest powerhouses in soccer in Western Mass as of recent years, with a great span of years of juniors, sophomores. Like I said previously, Spartans look to get their first win of the season, starting off the season 0-4, losses coming to Pope Francis. Oliver Ames High School, who were ranked #1 in the state last year, where they suffered a 3-0 defeat with a bit of an iffy game for the guys. Overall, few just conceding some goals that they really shouldn't have been conceding there. It's a lot of individual players on this squad that are looking to figure out, even this late in their high school careers, looking to build chemistry and make a run and just get it all back together towards the end of the season here. Especially, it's going to be still troubles as Jack Walsh and Keegan Dunnigan still absent from the game, both with injuries. As a Northampton goalie takes a touch in his own box, a little shaky there. As tipped over the head of number 11, finds the feet of number 7. Treby gets tested here on his back line. Berardi steps in to win it. Berardi isn't able to turn into space here as Northampton get a good strong chase here. Here's Jason Cantor, and it skies over the net. Garska tested almost immediately as, like I said, in previous games, this East Long Meadow back line has been killed by through balls consistently all year long. It's been their kryptonite. Without Patsy Descoli with those long legs, nobody's able really to get there to reach their legs out and stop those balls from coming in, and those players from coming in on goal. I mean, and here's number 7. This is Cantor on the left side here for Northampton Blue Devils. He'll cut into his right side. He'll play 24. It's an inaccurate pass, though, but it will fall out to, I believe that is 18. 18 taking a few touches at the top of the box here. Certainly a small midfield for the Northampton Blue Devils. No shade to number 25, but he looks to be around 5 foot. And to go along with number 24, who might even be shorter. Garska claims in his own box there. The back line for the Spartans tonight, freshman Jason Bassett starts at right center back for the Spartans, along with junior defender Jackson Retchen, Colton Shrebat at left back, and per usual, Patrick Zudek playing that right back role for the Spartans here. And intercepted by Antonio Berardi in the midfield. Spartans have room to play, but it is intercepted by Northampton. Cantor, sorry. Retchen's going to step, get ahead on that one. Cantor's going to hit it back into Patrick Zudek now. Wakiaga steps. Doesn't get any ball. Nor player. Here's Cantor as he's offsides on that left flank. You tell he wanted a shot there, just off his first touch. As Spartans do well in a part of their game that they've certainly been trying to better. As Jackson Retchen, we saw this pretty frequently in the Oliver Ames game. Those low free kicks have kind of killed them, as they were intercepted quite often. Jackson Retchen has taken like 100% of East Long Meadow's free kicks from their own half. As that'll be cool, played in on goal, but the Northampton goalie, Salem Gregory, is going to come off his line. Northampton going to look to build out of the back here. Here's Gregory. Lowry on that left side. Tested by Zudek. He boots it up. Bassett steps. It's a good step from the freshman there. Zudek brothers link up. Earl Wakiaga steps at defensive mid alongside Antonio Berardi. Truba, Kula. As it's kicked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. Tipped over the head of Schirbelli now. McColgan's going to look to hang on to it as he's fallen over there as he's fouled by Tate Norson. Schirbelli with a bit of room at the top of the box there. He's around the 20-yard line now. Blocked by the Northampton defender. Wakiaga's going to volley it, but it's going to be far left wide. Wakiaga certainly just imagined himself as Paul Pogba wearing a Juventus jersey. Niels Duffy is going to play it over the head of his teammates, attackers on the right wing side, as Jackson Retchen shields the ball for it to go out of bounds for the Spartans. It's a Nolan Garska goal kick. Wakiaga dives in, and he'll win it for the Spartans here, as he does really well as he's going to turn into space, unfortunately losing it once again to Cantor. Cantor in the middle of the field, Retchen steps, he'll win it for the Spartans, but once again, on the leftovers, falls over to Northampton here. See McNally looks to play Cantor through on goal, but he's offsides once again. Clock stopped here with 32:51 to go. Most likely a problem with the and we're back in action as Retchen's going to take the goal kick per usual. It's going to fall out to around the 35 in the region of Philip Zudek. Wakiaga with a bit of pace, room in the midfield. Antonio Berardi's going to play Ryan Kula on that left side as he megs one defender. He'll play Wakiaga back. Shot fired in. No big problems there for Salem Gregory. It's the second shot Earl Wakiaga has taken from around the 25-yard line tonight. Gregory. Zudek lifts, and Cantor with a bit of space on that left side now. He's going to like to pace abuse himself through on goal. He's going to take a great touch into the left side, and it'll be cleared out by Jackson Retchen. Zudek with a bit of room there. Fortunate touch as it goes out of bounds. As it's a long throw, it's Bassett's tested on his back line, and he'll do well as he clears it out to the left side of the field. Throwing for the Blue Devils now. Lowry on the throw-in for the Blue Devils. He'll chip it over, and it will hit the field goal post and be out of play. Yaga, he's looking for Zudek. Zudek lays it off to McColgan. Boots it up, another header for McColgan there as he's going to look to contest and win that one. He's got Berardi as that one's going to fly into there once again. To Northampton, players clash for that one. Not great communication for the Blue Devils right there. Zudek takes a touch backwards as Wagiaga's going to play his back line. Jackson Retchen. Good touch by Treba as he's going to take some touches into space here, but it's won back by Northampton. Gregory Compose plays as right back there. Shabelli with space. McColgan wide open, Zudek wide open on that right side, but unfortunate loss of the ball for the Spartans there. As Blue Devils are going to look to counterattack here. Here's Will C. McNally. Cantor. Header goes in. It's going to hit the field goal post. Header sent in there by Johnny Niels Duffy there. Had some good power on it. Wasn't able to put it on net, though. .24 in the midfield with a bit of room here. East Long Meadows midfield wide open, and Cantor's going to take a touch in a space, but it's too big. Garska gets there first. Wakiaga looks for the give and go with Zudek. Some good skill by number 3 on Northampton. It's going to get by 1, but Shabelli's wide open as he's going to play Ryan Coolin on goal. It's a great ball on that left side. Ryan Coolin now. He'll lay it off to McColgan, and it's 1-0 to the Spartans. Joe McColgan with his second goal of the season, assisted by Ryan Kula. It was a great ball from Lucas Shabelli and the Spartans lead 1-0 against Northampton. Goal scored by number 17, Joe McColgan, and assisted by number 9, Ryan Kula. A great goal by the Spartans there. Big props to Lucas Shabelli, an amazing through ball, great accuracy on that ball to Ryan Kula as they just break the back line of the Blue Devils from that left flank. As they're going to look to keep their lead here Unlike the West Side game, where they unfortunately went up 1-0 pretty early on, right around the same time, maybe a few minutes later, where they unfortunately went on to lose 2-1. A selfless play by Ryan Kula as he lays it off to Joe McColgan. He could have finished that himself, that's for sure, but long throw by Jason Bassett there. He's the long throw specialist for the Spartans this season. Freshman takes on a big role with a few varsity starts already. Here's Bassett once again. Took a little too much room there. He's going to have to redo it. Sent in by Bassett. Letourneau will not be able to get a foot on that one, but hopefully he can get ahead on this one, and yes, he does. It falls back to the back line, to the feet of Jackson Retchen. He'll have troubles with that. Sam Busson looks to win this one back. The little guy in the midfield. Retchen sent to the ground as East Long Meadows missing a center back. Earl Wakiaga is going to drop back here. Spartans are missing their best defender. But Jason Bassett's going to block that one from going in on goal, something the Spartans desperately needed. So great press from the Spartans here between Logan Letourneau and Joe McColgan. Zudek to Zudek. Cantor with a bit of space on the left side. He's going to be guarded by the striker, Luca Schiavelli. Schiavelli with some great tracking back here. Cantor still with the ball. Held on to it well here. Zalman's going to find Logan Letourneau. Nobody home other than the Spartans. McColgan. Zudek. Tate Orson there. Treba versus the Northampton right wing, and it's a great step from Jackson Retchen. He's going to block that one and stop that one from coming in on goal. Will Fox and Ian Gutierrez set to come in. Norson going to look to get there first, but McColgan's too quick. Great step from Wakiaga there. Going to look to put on a performance at the defensive mid position as Garcia's going to claim that one. Garska boots it up to around the 30. Great tackle from Schiavelli there, from the attacker. Treba does well. Northampton play back, looking to build up here. And Spartans looking for an offsides as Sam Busson has a good amount of space, but Spartans hold their line there and they will get what they're looking for. Ball sent into the back line of Northampton. Jackson Retchen unable to make anything out of it due to it being cleared out, but here's Philip Zudek now. Jason Bassett on the long throw per usual here. And it falls to the feet of Cantone. Bassett steps and he'll win it. Cantor, I don't know why I keep making up names for this kid. Rodriguez going to play it to his center back. Norson wins it back in the midfield for the Blue Devils as they look to make something out of this road journey. After Wednesday, it'll be 4 straight away games as Cantor fires that one in, no problems for Nolan Garska. Like I was saying, 4 straight away games for the Spartans following their game against Minnetonka. I believe Wednesday or Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. Or no, I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. I'm not 100% positive. Some teams they play in that 4-game slate. Bedford and obviously Bedford, Massachusetts. A new competition for the Spartans. Believe one of their first times ever playing each other in school's history. Ludlow, no new matchup for the Spartans there. As Cantor is played through on goal with a good amount of space on his left side as he's guarded by Zudek. He'll cut into his right. He's going to get past about 5 guys. Good step by Schiavelli and Laterno. Spartans look to keep their momentum going. He'll lay it off to Schiavelli. Won't be able to get a foot on that one. Here's Niels Duffy. Bad touch there by the Northampton right winger. Derek Rivers. Schiavelli slides in. He's been great on defense tonight, and he'll get fouled. Schiavelli making some great tackles for the Spartans so far tonight. Making a huge impact both on offense and defense with that. Ball played through on goal to Ryan Cool that led to the Spartans' goal. Yellow card given to Reese McLaughlin. He'll be forced to come off the field for the dangerous slide tackle on Lucas Schiavelli. One of East Long Meadows' captains. Off comes Shabeli. Here's Gretchen. He'll fire that one into the box. Zudek. And it'll go far right wide. Cross sent in, little mishap as Berardi's going to look to chase down Cantor. He does well there. It's the freshman defensive mid. Plays Logan Laterno. He'll find the feet of him. Unfortunate touch. Berardi looking to dictate this game. Cantor with some room on that left side as he'll go head-to-head with Patrick Zudek once again. The inverted winger for Northampton's been cutting into his right all night long. Here's Sam Busson. Busson's going to send it into the box. Early Ames. Cantor's faking again. Cutting him right per usual is Ryan Gould is great as he'll get an East Long Meadow throw in there. Laterno brings it down. Antonio Berardi challenged in the midfield by Derek Rivers. Colgan, good touch there onto his left side. So he'll look to take a few touches into space, and the foul will be called. And it's a dangerous free kick for the Spartans. Around the 20-yard line. Retchen steps up to take. Interested to see if it's going to be a shot. Ball sent in. No troubles there for Northampton, really. That one's sent up to Sam Busson. Busson's going to look to get a touch into space as Zudek's going to look to get there first. And he will do well and kicks out of bounds. Out comes Ryan Kula. Set gets ahead on that one. Laterno to chip it over the defender. With some help of Jackson Retchen. Berardi's going to look to move the ball forward here. Here's on the left side, and it's another great challenge from Jackson Retchen to clear it out for the Spartans, but it will be a corner for Northampton from the cross in from Derek Rivers. Comes to the front post, cleared out by Retchen once again. Norson. Rivers. Zaroma Beret's going to look to get here. Challenged by Zudek, and it will be a Northampton throw-in. Here's Charlie Ames. Ames finds his number 10, Max Stockers. He's going to send that one in. Claimed by Nolan Garska, no problem. Garska, not his best performance last game. Made a mistake to concede the first goal against Oliver Ames. Other than that, he did great for the night, I would say. Treba looks to switch, but it's intercepted by Northampton. Here's Rivers on that right side once again. He'll cut in. Retchen's at the end of that one. Norson at the top of the box. Berardi's going to get his head on it first. Aaron Letourneau on the right side. McColgan. Here's Busson. Wakiaga steps. He'll win it for East Long Meadow. Lowry plays it out to his right back. Here's Rivers once again on that right wing. Solid flare tonight, but Jackson Retchen's been on the end of nearly every single ball that he's sent into the box so far. As Norson sends one in again, Jackson Retchen. Joe McColgan. And now Letourneau with a bit of room. He'll play Zudek. Zudek, space on his right side here. He'll send that one in. Nobody home. Northampton's left wing, Cantone. Wayne a sub in here. Cantor, I don't know why I keep saying Cantone. Said fine. It's going to fall to the feet of Charlie Ames. He's going to look to build someone up with Busson. Busson now. And Treba as well as he heads it to Garska. Not sure if that was intentional, but it did happen, so. Garska. Falls out to around the 40. East Longmeadow definitely acclimating to life without Jack Walsh and Keegan Dunnigan. I'm not 100% positive how long it's going to stay like this for, but hopefully not for the whole season. Most likely not for the whole season, as these two seniors are hungry to get back into the game. Gregory forced to boot it out. Norson dribbles out of bounds for a Spartans throw-in. And here's McColgan with a bit of room on that right side, but it's blocked by the Northampton defender. Cleared out. Bissett going to look to get seconds here for the Spartans. Zudek wasn't able to get there before Gregory. Here's Rivers. Truba misses as Northampton's going to be able to keep that one in bound. Cross sent in. They're going to want a handball. They're not going to get it. I mean, certainly looked like it from here that it was a handball from Patrick Zudek, but referee didn't get the call. That's from an unbiased standpoint, but also from one of the best angles in the house. So we'll call it what it is as Rivers in on goal, and it's a great tackle from Jackson Retchin. On comes Cantor. Off comes Rivers after getting sent to the ground by Jackson Retchin. Great moves on that right side of the Northampton right wing. He'll look to dance through a few. How has he made it this far? I don't know, but he won't get the second chance either after Garska fails to claim the first time. Great skill there by, I believe, Sam Busson. Here's Cantor off the right corner. Wow. Busson just dribbled through about 5 guys. Coach Serafino definitely not going to be happy with that. Berardi gets ahead on it, the tall defensive mid, doing what he's supposed to. Here's Joe McColgan. Wakiaga with a bit of room in the midfield, but is closing down on him. Zudek. Good touch by Ryan Cool. He'll find a little bit of space that he had there. It'll be an East Longmeadow throw-in. Luca Shabelli plays Wakiaga. He'll find Zudek on the right wing. Takes his space. Zudek, the great move. Cross sent in, but it's blocked by Northampton. Zudek does great there. Keeping it minimalistic, but also gets the job done. Berardi on the corner. That one sent in. Zudek heads it right at Gregory. No problems for the Northampton goalkeeper. His brother, Patrick, finds Antonio Berardi, and that will go off the hand of Antonio Berardi there. Cantor, bit of space on the right side or left side. He'll take a touch over the head of Patrick Zudek. Shot fired in and saved by Nolan Garska. Seems to be a bloody nose in the middle of the field for Northampton's number 24, Tate Norson. As he looks to be complaining about something that an Easthawk Meadow player did. Sorry, that was Sam Busson. Bassett finds Shabelli. Antonio Berardi in the midfield now. Here's Lucas Shabelli with a bit of space here. Zudek with good skill. Shabelli now. Shabelli cuts in to his left, and it'll be saved by Gregory. Busson standing over bloody nose. Kula lays it off to Wakiaga, but it'll be Antonio Berardi instead. Here's Steve McNally. McNally taking some great room in the midfield from the Spartans as he'll just flop to the ground. No foul there. As it's a poor time flop from the number 6 on Northampton. And Garska comes off his line and is there to claim. McNally not going to be able to get on the end of that one as Garska has a few words for him. Northampton look to build out of the back here. Norson plays it out of bounds, looking for Charlie Ames. Here's McColgan. Berardi's got himself a bit of space in that midfield. He'll play Ryan Cool on that left side, but unfortunately, Reese McLaughlin's going to get there first. Here's Charlie Ames. He'll look to play Cantor through on goal as the Northampton fans erupt in anger as they believe that he was not offsides. That is half. Not a fan. And we are back for the second half of action of East Longmeadow 1, Northampton 0. As Lucas Schbelly looking to lead an attack here early into the second half. Just the second time this season the Spartans have led. Their first coming against Westside, where they blew the 1-0 lead to ultimately lose 2-1 due to an own goal. Intercepted by Berardi around the 45-yard line there. As Letourneau is going to press Salem Gregory. Here's McNally. As he'll play Cantor through on goal, but he is offsides. Common theme for the number 7 on Northampton tonight. Offsides approximately about 3 times. Most recent one erupting anger into the fans of Northampton. But East Longmeadow have been able to hold their line pretty well tonight according to Lino. As that one sent up to find the feet of Logan Letourneau. As you can look to tip that one off to Lucas Schbelly, but a little too much power on it. McLaughlin. He'll find Norson in the midfield. Intercepted by Treba. Letourneau with a few guys on his back. Held on to it for a good minute, good second there, but ultimately losing it again for Letourneau. Lays it off to Ryan Kula. Ryan Kula with a great skill as he'll get by one. Another man on his back here. Ryan Kula looking for the cross as he'll send him flying. He's tripped up. East Longmeadow, a great attack created by Ryan Kula, ultimately leads to nothing. Unfortunate for the Spartans. Logan Letourneau and Ryan Kula just really linked up there, and Ryan was able to create space for himself. Retchin steps, a bit of room there for Rivers, unable to make anything out of it though. Ball will be sent back in, and Ryan Kula finds it just in Ryan Kula as he won't be a good foot on that one. Here's McLaughlin. Norson, he's been great tonight for Belchertown, great player. Retchin clears it out per usual. Armani Rodriguez on the end of that one. We're going to header it to a few of his Northampton teammates. That ball crossed in, cleared out by Jason Bissett. Foul called on East Longmeadow's Lucas Schbelly. Interesting call there by the referee. And here's Norson on the end of the set piece. Let's see what Northampton can do here. Chipped in. Ryan Cool will watch it go out. Set clears it off to his left side. Whoa, and a huge challenge in, as I believe Retchen slipped up a bit there. Rivers gets taken out. Definitely not intentional from the East Longmeadow center back, but off comes Rivers after getting decked by Retchen. Interesting set piece tactic here, as that one skied over for a field goal. Duggan looks to move the Spartans forward. Good pass, but Zudek won't be able to get there in time. It'll go out of bounds for a Blue Devils throw-in. Left winger sent through with a bit of space. He's chased down by Jason Massett. Still holding onto the ball here. Plays it off, and I believe it went out of bounds. Norson with a great pass to Owen McLaughlin as he'll take on Ryan Kula on that right side. Treba clears it out. Letourneau is going to look to chase him down. Press up on Salem Gregory. Here's McNally. Bo chance cleared out initially. Another chance for Northampton here. The ball sent in. Jason Massett clears it out. You saw his defense does well there. Norson looked to bring the attack back alive, but Ryan Kula clears it out to around the 40-yard line. Scherbelli says no to the clearance. Turno presses up. Here's Busson. Lays it off to Duffy as it's a good chance for the Northampton Blue Devils, but it won't be capitalized on, as that was Kai Webster on the end of that ball. On comes Alex Mahana. Out comes Antonio Verardi, a solid shift from him. Treba versus Buson. Mahana challenges in well there. Out comes Justin Zuruburi, as he was the one at the end of that one. I think I said before that it was someone else, but that attacking chance I meant. Here's Duffy. Duffy sends that one in, going to give Garskill a little bit of trouble, but in the end, nothing really there. Ball sent up. Laterno with a bit of room at the top. Here's Buson. Through ball played through, but Jackson Reshin learned from the mistakes previously in the season. He's sent to the ground by Cantor. Rechin off the foul. Great pass from Lucas Spelly. Great touch as Alex Mahana gonna look to skill his way through these two guys, but unsuccessful of doing so. Buson sent through on the right wing here. It's gonna be one-on-one with Jackson Reshin. He'll fire in the shot, but no problems for Nolan Garza because it's far right wide. Out comes Laterno, in comes the goal scorer, Joe McColgan. Cantor gonna look to win this one back as he will be fouled by Philip Zudek. No card on that play. And it's the same set-piece tactic as before from Northampton, as Joe McColgan looks to give a little insight to Nolan Garska, as it's definitely an interesting and unique one, because they're blocking the ball before the actual set piece is taken. So it might be signifying that a shot could be taken here. Buson, a little fake mess up attempt by Northampton. Definitely an interesting tactic there. Something I've never seen before. No one chipped over the back line of East Long Meadow, and Buson's going to put a finish on the end of that one. Treba won't be able to clear it out, and Northampton will equalize with 25 minutes to go in the second half. And East Long Meadow look to avoid And East Long Meadow look to avoid what they've fallen victim to so much so far this season. They fail to keep the momentum in their favor. It's just one kick from Sam Busson that flips the whole script of this game, and it's now 1-1. Here's Cantor with a bit of room. Shot fired in, and it's top right bins. 2-1 to Northampton, in East Long Meadow lose their lead and draw in the matter of minutes. 2 back-to-back goals from the Blue Devils there. One coming from Cantor and one coming from Busson. And the Blue Devils take a 2-1 lead away from home. East Long Meadow are going to look to crawl their way back into this one after going down to a 1-goal deficit. That one chipped up over the back line of East Long Meadow. Cantor with a flick over the head of Jason Bassett. As who's going to look to put this one away. And yes, he will. It is 3-1 to Northampton. An absolute disaster for East Long Meadow after, once again, a great start to the game. Conceding 3 straight in a matter of 10 minutes. Goal scored by number 7, Jasper Cantor. Cantor already with a brace tonight, looking to get another one on the score sheet. An unfortunate 10 minutes for the Spartans there. Boot it up. Urwakiakis going to look to put this one away. And here it comes. Sorry. That was McNally there. But it's offsides, and it'll go out of bounds for East Long Meadow throwing. Ball launched out of bounds by Jackson Retchen around the 40. Good touch into space. A bunch of room in the midfield for Norson there. Kula dancing through a few defenders here. We're going to find space for East Long Meadow. And they get something going, relight the spark that East Long Meadow had. Number 11, saved by Garska at the top of the box. Duffy couldn't put that one away. Great turn there by Tate Norson. He's going to look to build up another Northampton attack. Just boot up in there. Antonio Berardi going to look to come down with this one. Wakiaga steps, and he's going to look to build up for the Spartans here. Here's Colin Dunnigan with a bit of room in the midfield. Coincidentally falls to the feet of Lucas Shabelli. Shabelli switches the field to Ryan Kula. Going to recreate the goal they scored earlier. Kula fires in the shot, but it's a little low. No problems there for the Northampton goalkeeper. And here he comes on the left side. This is McNally. Garza comes off his line a bit. Looking to make the save, but it's blocked by Wakiaga. In comes Zane Poehler and Ames for Northampton. That one's going to fall into the midfield. Norson with a bit of room, unable to cut by Colin Dunnigan. East Long Meadow link up. As Shabelli looks to play McColgan unsuccessful, as it just falls out to Samuel Gregory. Sent over the back line of East Long Meadow. No problems for Wakiaga. Chipped over. Garcia's going to look to claim here. No probs there. Here's Ryan Kula. He takes down that touch and a great skill there. He's going to look to find space here. Norson gets a foot on it, but Ryan Kula keeps on going. Joe McColgan sent through but he will be offsides as the flag goes up. Off comes Zudek. Here's Ryan Cooley. He's going to take a space in the midfield here, looking to advance for the Spartans. Here's Cantor. He's already got 2 goals tonight. He plays Zane Polar. Zane Polar once again back on the ball here. It's McNally. McNally takes a step into space. East Long Meadow defenders just let him walk right through. Somebody needs to step there for East Long Meadow. They just let him run right through with no problems. Polar presses up against Garska. Composed under pressure he is. Waiting to come in for the Blue Devils. Bousson, Zarumi Buri. And the number 10, Stocker. Polar makes a run when they receive it from Charlie Ames. Played his fair share of minutes tonight. Not in the starting lineup, though, for the Blue Devils. But I feel like he's in majority of the time here. Spartans split there. Here's Duffy. Dunnigan looks a bit of attack. Joe McColgan sent through on goal. As that one rolls out to around the 20. It's Joe McColgan gets a touch. He's going to send it in. Oh, and it's just wide left. Joe McColgan nearly the second of the night. An interesting decision in net by Salem Gregory as he let McColgan travel. Shot fired in by Logan Laterno. East Long Meadow, 2 back-to-back chances there as they're just starting to reapply the pressure onto Northampton here. It was a hard angle there for Joe McColgan. Nearly perpendicular with the goal. Antonio Berardi with a good amount of space in that midfield. He plays it off to Philip Zudek, who's playing left back right now. And here's Bousson. Bousson with a good amount of skill there, but it's taken away by Jackson Retchin, who looks to Ladies talking about Spark again. He makes a run in behind, but be taken away. Ryan Kula Look to track this one down with the help of Colin Dunnigan. Antonio Berardi steps in. He'll win it for the Spartans, and it will be Philip Zudek. Zudek looks to hold on to it. Great low center of gravity there for the number 19 on East Longmeadow. Kula, great ball to Logan Letourneau. Turner looks to get it back. He turns into the face of goal. And Chiavelli with some great skill as well. So with a composed turn there. McColgan presses, hoping to just force another mistake from this Northampton back line like he did with Gregory just a few moments before. That ball sent through. Jackson Retchin's going to be there, though. He'll shield it for Nolan Garska. Ryan Cool not able to get a phone on that one. As Justin Burry is going to dribble through, I believe, Ryan Cool. So that one booted up deep around the 50-yard line. Ryan Cool get a touch on that one, but doesn't really lead to anything other than the feet of Stocker. Zudek steps, but he falls on the ground. Berardi looks to get by. And Zudek's still on the ground here. Zudek sends that one in. Bousson sent through, but Bissett will get there first for the Spartans. And he will be called off sides. It will be swung at a free kick. Retchen with a bit of time clears it out to Ryan Kula, but he won't get the touch he was looking for. And it'll roll out to the Northampton back line as they look to build up another attack here. Stocker moves him through, and Jason Bissett just gets in the right place at the right time, and he'll intercept that one. And another offsides call. That one on Jasper Cantor for that's been a couple times tonight. Connor Dennis, Dominic DiClemente, and Ryan Sugar set to come in here. And in they come. And out comes Shabelli, Berardi, and Shriba. Set looks to clear it out. Not the touch he was looking for there. As Retchen steps, no nonsense, boots it up to the other side. As he might be tested here, Joe McColgan looks to take a touch here. And a late offsides call. Ref definitely had some time to think about that one. Tate Norson will get booked here with a yellow card. Not sure what he did or what he said, but most likely said something to the ref, or I'm pretty sure he got booked. But he will stay on the field, so and a little miscommunication here from Northampton as they don't know who they're subbing in and subbing out. It seems to be another disappointing night for East Long Meadow here as they trail by 2 with just a few minutes left in this one. A loss tonight would lead them to be 0-5. Retchin steps. He'll take it away. Some good room in the midfield here for the Spartans. He's going to try and find Ryan Shugru. East Long Meadow press. Norson and Gregory able to get that one out. Here's Ryan Kula. Here's DiClemente on the left wing. It'll be taken away as he'll get megged on that left side. Here's Jay Smith set on the long throw, per usual for the Spartans. Dunnigan going to get ahead on that one initially. He's going to look to get the second touch in, or maybe even a shot fired in on net, but it'll be cleared out by Northampton. Here's Bassett. Ooh, I don't know. He might have been. According to the lino, he was not. He was past the halfway point, Norson. He would have been through on goal. Offside stopped him from doing so. Bassett, we play a little ping pong here. Here's Letourneau. Here he is. He's going to send him through once again, but offsides again for Jasper Cantor. Common theme for him tonight, although he has scored 2 for Northampton. Dom as he looks to push his way through. He will just foul him. Colgan presses once again. He'll take it off of Owen McLaughlin. Joe McColgan heads or tips off. Some room for Logan Letourneau as he looks to smash it bottom left, but it's wide. A great opportunity for the Spartans to score and maybe
a jump start to crawl their way back. But it is the end of the game. Final score, Northampton 3, Long Meadow 1.